Good evening. This is CTV News for Monday, September 15th. I'm Rochelle Metzger. Thank you for joining us tonight. Detectives in Montgomery County spent the weekend questioning the mother of those two missing children, and today, as the search continues, police say the investigation is expanding. Byron Scott has our story.
She had cut her hair and changed her appearance.
Montgomery County Police Captain Darren Frank says the search for 3-year-old Sarah Hoggle and her brother 2-year-old Jacob is transitioning.
We were investigating this as a missing persons case. We are now beginning to build a homicide case against Catherine Hoggle.
The mother, 27-year-old Catherine Hoggle, was spotted on Friday night and picked up by the authorities. Police say they questioned her for 15 hours. They even allowed the children's father, Troy Turner, to speak with her.
It was tense, certainly. There was communication back and forth. She communicated with him, he communicated with her. I will tell you, I think I counted him saying, where are the kids, at least 25 times.
For me, it was actually, in a way, it was a little bit hard just because I'm not, I'm kind of angry about the way things are right now. So it was, it was just frustrating that I don't know where my kids are, and I feel like she does.
Turner says he believes the kids are still alive and that he's going to keep looking until they're found. Police are asking residents in the Clarksburg area to search their properties.
We're going to be looking for areas if you have a shed that has a lock on it and the lock's been broken off.
Police say Hoggle told them she took the kids as part of a plan, but didn't elaborate.
I don't believe that she would hurt them on purpose or anything like that. I think she probably, in her state of mind, thought she was protecting them. She probably convinced somebody else of the same thing. And now, maybe they know what's going on now and they're afraid to come forward. If you are, don't be.
Hoggle was set to have a bond hearing today, but that's been reset until the end of the month. In the meantime, the court ordered that she undergo a mental health screening. In Rockville, Byron Scott, CTV News.
Thanks, Byron. Meanwhile, a Prince George's police officer is charged with second-degree assault. Thymus Spees has been suspended from the department after a domestic situation over the weekend. The probationary officer was reportedly off duty when the incident occurred. The victim suffered minor injuries and was treated at a hospital. The PGPD is releasing few other details, but say the investigation is ongoing. Spees has been with the department for about 18 months, and he's been suspended with pay. A Maryland General Assembly candidate is facing child sexual abuse charges. Republican Michael Heathman is running in the 23rd District and is accused of inappropriately touching an 8-year-old girl. According to charging documents, the assault happened while the child was helping Heathman clean his barn. Her mother, a nurse practitioner, was reportedly taking care of the candidate's father at the time. Heathman was suspended this campaign. Since it's too late to withdraw his name, it will remain on the November ballot. Well, he was a giant in Maryland political circles and a beloved local figure. Wayne Curry, the first African-American county executive in Prince George's, died in early July. Last month, just weeks after his death, our Gina Barty had an exclusive interview with his family.
He was known as the homegrown hero shaped by childhood experiences and a true love for Prince George's.
One of the things that we talked about, all of us, during the week after he died, was how loyal Wayne was to the county.
And according to family and colleagues, Wayne Curry was groomed from a young age to be a leader.
He was reared in what I call an activist incubator, because he had his family, a dynamic activist family. He had the Bill and Jackie Ely. He had Cora Rice, who was president of the NAACP in the county at the time.
Right next door.
Right next door, and all of those people indoctrinated him and everyone else with this spirit of activism.
His influence was immeasurable, and his presence has left a legacy for generations to come.
I listened at the lying in state ceremony, and one by one, all day long, residents and even people from adjoining jurisdictions came by, and each one had a story to tell, a snippet to tell about his impact on the county and on that person's life. And that line never stopped for nearly 12 hours, all day long.
And just 6 weeks after his passing due to lung cancer, his family and close friend gathered at the Sports and Learning Complex to reflect on his career, his life, and his love for the county.
Oh, it's hard to describe. He was always a go-getter, you know, active, always had a pet in his pocket, go in a rat's nest and steal a baby rat or bring a puppy home.
I thought it was abandoned.
No,
I thought it was abandoned.
no, he got the thing out of the nest. And then he had puppies in his pocket. He'd just pick up the little things. He's always full of love for something.
He was my big brother. All of these accomplishments, a lot of them I didn't even know, because when we were together, it was the unconditional love of brother and sister.
Oh yeah, when Wayne was growing up, he always had these aquariums, and he'd keep them in the basement sometimes. And Wayne and Daryl used to do this. They, especially Wayne, he would put the stones in the aquarium with the gravel, and it looked like something out of National Geographic. He'd use live plants, and you could just sit down and just stare at them forever. He'd get all these different colorful tropical fish,
clownfish,
and the way he just created them, it was just like something underwater.
He got interested in the political side of things very early. Junior high school was when he first ran for office. And again, he was running in a majority white environment. In junior high school, he lost an election by 1 or 2 votes. And that was after the school changed the rules. And in high school, he fine-tuned his approach to things. And of course, when he ran for county executive, he had held no political office whatsoever, for, public office at all. And he just stomped them. I mean, it was crazy. It was just watching the process and the numbers change, and it was mind-boggling to be one of the kids that started out having to force somebody to let you into an elementary school. And then eventually, he's the county executive.
I think he's proud of his accomplishments. I think he was very proud of his accomplishments, but I bet he didn't know they were as far-reaching as they've turned out to be.
Gina sat down with the family at the Wayne Curry Sports and Learning Complex in Landover. And you're watching CTV News. I'm Rochelle Metzger.